We are very focused on including people with lived experiences in all aspects of healthcare innovation. So, a lot of times, the powers that be, so to speak, see patients as numbers. They see patients as an end. I'm going to provide this, you know, program. I'm going to provide this drug. I'm going to provide this thing, and then the patients are consumers. Well, before you become a patient, you're just a everyday person in the community. Before you get sick, you're just living out there, living your life, right? And yes, there are those who are more susceptible to sickness and illness and injury, but we all, in everyday life as Americans, go through all sorts of different things where we are seen as vulnerable, or we could be seen as vulnerable. And I think NADPH's goal is to make sure that in those most vulnerable moments of everyday human life, which is the moments that you find yourself sick or injured or needing healthcare, that you understand what's going on, what's happening to you. You understand what the implications are of how things are created for your benefit or not. Sometimes they're just not. And you make a very good point, right? As a woman, I'm going to borrow RBG, Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and say, women belong in all the places where decisions are made, right? And so if you think about it, women make the majority of health decisions for the family. Women make the majority of buying decisions for the family. And so we need those folks that do the most work to protect their families, to understand what it is that they're getting into, and that you have the right to ask doctors questions, and you have the right to know, well, what the policy implications are. Because every time someone votes something in on the Hill, guess what? It's going to trickle down into your healthcare, whether it's your healthcare dollars, whether or not you have a hospital in your neighborhood. All of these things are generated. The conversations are generated in all sorts of parts and pieces of the ecosystem. And so our job is to make sure that people are just aware of what they are.